Hello everyone, welcome back once again. Please like and share the videos to post, and please subscribe to my channel for interesting chess related videos. So the game I'm gonna show today was one of Magnus Carlsen's most memorable games as a world champion. If you're following chess, you might have heard the news that Dinglerin just became the new world champion, the classical one of course. So this was a game played between the Carlsen Karjakin World Championship match. It was the tie-break game because the classical games are tied 6-6. This is the rapid tie-breaks. Here Carlsen had the white pieces and he opened with e4. fc5 the Sicilian defense, knight f3 d6, d4 the open Sicilian, takes, knight f6, f3, b5. It's pretty standard. Knight b3, bishop e7, c4, taking the d5 square, a5, maybe some threats of a4, bishop e3, a4, knight c1, and Magnus may bring his knight to e2 or to d3. Knight castles was played, knight c3, queen a5, and now queen d2. Breaking the pin, knight a6, bishop e2 and knight c5. Karjakin is trying to bring his knight into action. Castles, bishop d7, rook to b1, and rook fc8. Pretty standard in the Sicilian, nothing so special. And now b4. If the pawn was not on a4, black would simply lose a piece. But here, opposite is possible, and a takes b3. Queen to d8 was played because now b4 is a real threat, getting a piece. Queen d8, knight d3, knight e6. Karjakin declines the trade of knights. Knight to b4, and you see that both the knights are aiming to go to d5. Most probably the knight on b4 square would go to d5. Bishop c6, rook fd1, and h5. And trying to create something on the king side. Bishop f1, h4. White is clearly better on the queen side. It's no doubt about that. So Karjakin has to play on the king side to gain some counterplay. Queen to f2 was played, knight to d7. One thing to note, after for example a waiting move, you cannot take the h4 pawn directly because of knight takes e4, and yes, it's a discovered attack on the queen. You can see here, and maybe even knight d5 is working. So you clearly do not want to play queen h4, but instead you are taking away this b6 square. You might play bishop b6 in the future. Knight d7 was played in the game, preventing bishop b6 of course, and g3. g3 is not liked by the computer that much because yes, it's a bit weakening move. But Carlsen of course has an idea. Rook a3 and bishop h3. Now you see the idea. Carlsen wants to place his bishop on this h3 to see a diagonal. Rook a8 was played, knight c2. And now the black rook on a3 only has one good square, and you cannot play rook a5 because of b4, and that would be deadly. You will lose material. So rook 3a6 is forced as the bishop is covering this a7 square. Knight b4, rook to a5, and now knight c2. Carlsen repeats b6, and now yes, blocking the bishop's diagonal, it's very important so that the rook can get a square on a7. Rook d2 was played, queen c7, and rook bd1. Bishop f8, G takes h4. Knight f4, bishop f4, e4, af4, and bishop d7. Carlsen gives away his bishop for his opponent's knight. Queen d7 and now knight b4. The knights are dominating. Rook to a3 was played, attacking the b3 pawn. Knight takes c6, queen takes c6, and now knight b5. And this has an idea. Rook takes b3 was played in the game, and now the idea is, well, you guessed it right, knight to d4, forking the queen and the rook, and now white is winning in exchange. Queen takes c4 was played, knight takes b3, queen takes b3. Of course, black has compensation. Queen e2, bishop e7, king g2, and now queen to e6. h5, rook to a3 now. Maybe there are some threats of rook to e3 and, getting into white's king side. Rook d3, rook a2, rook 3 d2. They repeat once. Carlsen repeats twice. Rook a7 now. It's not such a good move. Rook d5 now by Carlsen. Rook c7, queen to d2, attacking the f4 pawn. Queen f6, rook to f5, and the f4 pawn is now lost. Queen h4, rook c1. Yeah, simply offering a trade of rooks, which of course Karjakin has to decline, otherwise he won't have any counterplay. So queen takes f4, and rook a2 check, king h1, and queen to f2, threatening this mate in one. And rook c8 check was played, and this move really confused the spectators, because after bishop f8 or king h7, which was played in the game, there's really nothing much I can do, and rook a1 is a deadly threat, and queen g2 is also a threat. You cannot stop all of them, and it seemed that Magnus will lose. And one thing to note, that you cannot play bishop f8 because rook takes f8, check, king takes f8, and the king hunt ends in a mate. So king h7 was played, and now Magnus Carlsen shocked the whole world by playing the move. You can pause the video to find the move on your own. And the move is queen to h6 check. And it was in this position that Sergey Karjakin resigned the game, as no matter what you play, you get mated in one move. For example, if you play g takes h6, then rook takes f7 is a mate. And if you play king takes h6, rook h8 is a mate. So I hope you enjoyed this game. See you soon and goodbye.